Namaskar, you are welcome on the platform of the public global. Friends, things are moving very high in our political field. So we will discuss today so many points, including Bihar. So Bihar is the most important uh, so far the election is concerned. There are so many speculations and estimates are being done, and so many surveys are there. But all are approaching all those things with their own prejudice or maybe with their own desires. The wisdom is always playing the reality of the situations. Anyway, we have certain ideas to discuss. Of course, we are also speculating something, but they are having some base. So in Bihar, the most backward classes are the uh, biggest segment of the voters, having vote share of around 36.01%. And after that, backward classes are having 27.12% of vote in Bihar. And this is like based on the populations and the census done by the government of Bihar in 2023. Yadavs in backward classes are 14.26. So non-Yadav backward class are in this group, in the groups of OBC, is stood for 12.86%. And the Muslims are around 17.70%. Of course, forward class constitutes 15.52% of the vote share in the Bihar. The trends of the social groups leads to stability in the power of the political groups. There are challenges in these trends. The equation of victory and defeat continues to move this calculation. Changes in the trends can be broadly assessed and predicted. Some speculative assessments, some speculative conclusions may emerge from this with our discussions also. So Yadav vote 14.26 and Muslims 17.70. That is MY. Muslim Yadav combination, a very famous combination, is in the context of Bihar. So it makes 32% of the total vote. So this forms a stable base of support for the electoral politics of the Rashtriya Janata Dal. The Rashtriya Janata Dal under the leadership of nowadays Tejasvi Jat. Earlier, Lalu Prasad was, and today also he is the unparalleled and unchallenged leader of the Rashtriya Janata Dal. So at this time, intention of making Tejasvi Yadav the Chief Minister of Bihar can be clearly read in the social group, in the Yadav social group. They are very much eager to make Tejasvi Yadav Chief Minister of Bihar in this election only. So the non-Yadav social groups of backward classes is 12.86. Half of the 36.01 of the extreme backward classes as reflects 18%. That is in total 31%. This 31% forms a stable base of support for the electoral politics of the Janata Dal United, JDU, under the leadership of Nitish Kumar, the great leader, Samajwadi leader, Nitish Kumar ji, by whom support the central government is also in his existence, and if the Janata Dal United withdraw its support, the central government also will be in danger, politically in danger. The government cannot survive if Janata Dal United withdraw its support. However, this is not the question at this time when there is uncomfortably, Nitish Kumar is comfortable with BJP in NDA, and that is the most political situation that is having reflection on the Bihar election also at this time. The political status of the two major political parties of Bihar is almost equal, with 30 to 32% vote shares of this election, of this assembly election. But there is some riders. But these two major political parties, are not in a position to reach a majority alone. Uh, in such situation, they need alliances with other political parties to reach the majority, to achieve the majority, to enjoy the majority. So, of course, they are having a very suitable and comfortable uh, voter support, but that is not efficiently sufficient to swan in them into the power. So that is why they have to be in search of the other political parties' support. So overall, the result has to be produced by the strength of the coalition. The coalition will only work. So, what are the conditions of the coalitions according to the political reality? If if one can, if one think to sketch out, of course, hypothetical assessment of to understand something behind time curtain. Yes, uh, the result is under the time curtain because the final result will be given only by the people of Bihar, by the citizens of Bihar, by the voters of Bihar. Only what we can do, that is speculation, some estimations, sometimes basing upon some political realities. However, it is too early to assume, uh, but it can be assumed today, and eagerly it is being assumed. The National Democratic Alliance (NDA) constituents include uh, the Janata Dal with 31% and the 12% out of 15.12% of the dominant classes, upper classes. Uh, uh, these classes, this group supports BJP, and BJP is with Janata Dal United in the NDA. So these two are only the major party to claiming anything. But the National Democratic Alliance tally rises to maximum 47%, with addition to, if we calculate the additional 4% of the other constituents of the NDA. There are so many various parties, the various small constituents of the NDA, those who are having 2 or 4 or like that kind of seat. And the population of there is not big, but they are having some solid base, and they rally with their leaders. Anyway, it is also important to look at the potentials of the Mahagathbandhan in the flickering light of the reality, the political reality. The Mahagathbandhan can add its 32% of potential vote share with the remaining vote share of extreme backward classes that stood 18%, and this 18% remains out of uh, out of JDU pocket. The actual number of the extreme backward classes is 36.01%. But it seems that JDU enjoys only the support of the half support of the extreme backward classes. So around 18%, 8% only remains with JDU, and the rest with RJD, with Mahagathbandhan. By this, Mahagathbandhan may claim around 50% of votes here. And now the backward groups of the forward classes, the classes may be treated as forward class, but there are some in a backward condition, backward social conditions and economic, socio-economic conditions in the forward groups, forward classes also. And those backward groups of forward classes may support Congress, which is but more, but 5, 6, 7% of their votes here. Whatever the organizational status of the Congress, whatever the organizational status of the Congress, the National Party, and once upon the ruler party of India, whatever the organizational status of Congress, maybe in Bihar. But Rahul Gandhi's political consciousness and call and the social appeal are sure to benefit the constituents of the Mahagathbandhan. More than the Congress, even more than the Congress, the appeal of Rahul Gandhi may benefit other constituents of the Mahagathbandhan. So, and at the same time, aspirants of social justice and economic justice will also support the electoral voices of Rahul Gandhi. Of course, though it is not clearly defined electorally, but we are sure that it will work very genuinely. In this flickering light of political reality, the NDA is seen, NDA, National Democratic Alliance, is seen at 47% and the Mahagathbandhan at 55%. The NDA is fighting for the A's now. NDA is fighting for the A's, and the Mahagathbandhan is facing the challenges of continuing the struggle to maintain its lead. There are some other factors like role of election commission, media, and other things, so that we are not counting at this time at least. So, as of now, the National Democratic Alliance, NDA, has a majority of 137 in the House of 243 of the Bihar Assembly. And this 137 is calculated or with the support of the 45 members, MLAs are of JDU. Only the chief minister is having only 45 MLAs of his own party. And the 80 members are from Bharatiya Janata Party. And some are from some other MLAs are also supporting the government. They may be the other small constituent groups of the NDA, and even and other independent MLAs are also supporting the government. So government is running anyway. So only the not very comfortable majority is there, but yes, working majority is there. So government is running. By the way the tussle between the NDA constituents continues, and that is more important. The way is more important. The way the tussle between the NDA constituents continues. The BJP leaders who have made unbatted mockery with Nitish Kumar. Nitish Kumar's health is not in a proper manner, and it is only propagated by the BJP only. But this kind of behavior certainly disturbed Nitish Kumar's sensitive supporters. The mockery behavior is being adversely discussed amongst the big voters. Prashant Kishore factor. Yes, Prashant Kishore is also the factor. The impact of anti-incumbency and deteriorating the law and order in the light of deteriorating law and order situation is visible. So anti-incumbency is an upheaval in the what equation. So anti-incumbency is cannot be denied, cannot be ignored. But so at this time, anti-incumbency towards double engine is definitely active in Bihar. So nobody can deny it. Even if this anti-incumbency is anti-incumbency of Karawari is not clearly visual. So anti-incumbency is not clearly visible to the Karawari media and other journalists due to their own interest. And the Halla, Gulla and the Chiki spokespersons are not counting, not seeing this kind of anti-incumbency situation in Bihar. But anti-incumbency is there, so no need to comment on media directly. Of course, everybody knows how media is behaving in Indian environment and how they are supporting our democracy, what kind of role they are playing. That is a different issue. It can be discussed at the different level and at the different time. But the Karawari media does not even count it, doesn't even see the ups and downs of the NDA constituents. So in such situation, even the Janata Dal United increases by 2 or 4 seats existing now is 45, maybe around 50. But the performance of the BJP remains doubtful in Bihar election. Let us see, only people's mandate is decisive. So we are waiting for them, and we are seeing that the Utha Patak and the Halla Gulla is being done by the Bharatiya Janata Party, the NDA constituents like Chirag Paswan and the other Dupendra Kushwaha. And the others are also, everybody is having some desire to become chief minister of the Bihar, to rule the Bihar. The Bihar, the most backward state of the India. And they are only trying to rule the Bihar, not to serve the Bihar. So Bihar is not in a position to, Bihar people will decide who will serve them and who will serve them properly. And the Bihar is now thinking about all those things. So how Bihar can be serve himself? Prashant Kishore and others are also taking so many times speaking in favor of people of Bihar. But now this is the high time when the people of Bihar, the citizen of Bihar, should take a separate decision, of self-motivational decision about the ruling segment of the Bihar. Who will rule? Who will serve the Bihar in a most proper manner? Let us see what happens. Ultimately, the people's mandate will be the more meaningful, only be meaningful, and other factors are also that will be taken care of by the different segments of the democracy. But the aspirants of the government, of the social justice, are active there. And this time, ABM cannot do anything more. It is so we expect like that. Some check and balance should be there. So friends, once you are requested to please like the program and subscribe the channel and share it to your friends so that we can have your opinion, your valuable opinion to make such kind of program, to make a sense of such kind of program. So thank you very much.